Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
From the 6. Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
Run with the former Buckeye, Quinshawn Judkins. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They run it once more with Judkins. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. Gets a pick up to 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
79 Broncos. 18, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 50.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Viking 18. Check. 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw it. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's
17 yards on that play. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 21-yard
Nice job by them
line.
getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Let's go. Tap, pop, steady. Big alert, big alert. Stop low, 18.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Ready?
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Johnson.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Well, that helps. Going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that. Second down play.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
It's 3rd and 4.
Here we go, Scott. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
The line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 4th down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Here's Pierce for the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Check, hurt, hurt.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On the ready. 19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, 18, find it. 60 by 60 by 3, 19 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It is third and long.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Here's 1st and 10.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That's going to be caught. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 31 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
On the 6.
It is 2nd and 6. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6.
2. 7 Pirates. 6 the Eagles. 6 the Eagles. Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught before. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Cleveland.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Let's go.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to the air one more time. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Cleveland. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. The extra point is good. And the Browns move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 77 Wolf.
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Raven first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Cougar 19.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. Good running inside the 25. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. It's a big one for the Ravens. 38 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His 1st NFL touchdown in his very 1st NFL game. The extra point is good. And the Ravens are on top. It's now 10-7. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Okay, break. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hold it ready.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Gray is the motion man here. Again, it's Judkins. You tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Back to the air once more on second down. Open man, that is Bond. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
First and 10.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Come on, come on.
They'll give it here to Judkins. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Ready, break. Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go, start. 19 tight, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Dante Thornton was the intended target. Third down coming up.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On the double.
Here's a third down and 4.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check smash, check smash. Riggs, Riggs. Go street. Let go.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Nate Wiggins, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down. So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready?
From the 23, here's second and 7. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, he'll set up to throw. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. On fourth down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. He'll return it from the 11. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
Ready?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
76.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Third and 6.
7 Pirates. 7. Ready. 19 Pirates.
And that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
Okay, ready? Go! Purple with corner, 70.
He'll start this on the ground with Hurts. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Taken down well behind the line.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the second straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Third and long.
Cowboy 8.
Big completion. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
the air now on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Back to the air again on 2nd. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and 1.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Ready, set.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Let go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
Warrior 70. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to try it here again. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
19. Hot 70. Hot. Go.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Again, working deep downfield. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Go, check.
The third quarter begins with a run. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Noel Williams is there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Go.
Now, faking the give. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Viking 18. Check. Ready?
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. The Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Ready? 60 Vikings. Cougar 19. Ready?
On the draw, it's Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
Cougar 19.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third down, they need 5.
Here we go. 19 right.
He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Ready, set.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
They'll go with him again. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in Week 1.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens will get out in front 17-7. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They run straight ahead with Judkins. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, they left the tight end wide open in the middle of the field. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Come on, come on. Hey! Gotta be lying. Buffalo 18. Check smash, check smash.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
I hit that a little too well. It lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Up the middle they go. And that'll give them the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Let's go now.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Dragon 60. Lions.
Back to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready? 19, 18, go!
Handoff here, up the middle, and some space opens as he's brought down, following a gain of 6.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Second down and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Pass,
We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Pick this one up on the ground. And he will have the Ravens first down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. They'll stay on the ground. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Williams on the stop. A pickup of
2nd
2.
and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, Cowboy 80. Go 3. Ready?
Give it up the middle to Brooks. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Ravens. It's It's a debut for the ages, paying immediate dividends. 3 touchdowns in the season opener. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Okay, break.
They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
79 Broncos.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Second and 10.
Ready. Bronco 80. Ready.
Play clock nearly expires as this is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Round 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Let's go now.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver-type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Past the 40. Down the the sideline, past the 45. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 94 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead.
Round 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Come on.
That is taken in left side by Thornton.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They'll get 19 out of that play. It's a Browns first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Hill look to throw. Pass caught by Bond. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Go!
Back to the air one more time. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got it about the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Broncos. Ready? 6, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
No reason not to go for it at this point. They will on 4th and goal.
Ready?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Check smash.
Up the middle. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
The 16-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Back to him on 1st down. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the jump. Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 3.
He'll look to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Ravens will add 1 more onto their big lead.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Pierce for the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, when you've given up this many points, you're going to get quite the workload with your return units, and that's a really good effort right there. I mean, it's going to get lost anytime you have a one-sided game like this, but that's great determination on that run back.
Here we go.
Man in motion, heading left. We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down. Good execution of the double pass. It is a big play for the Browns. And even 30 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
70 line, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Panther 60, ready.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. They're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Here we go, strike. Viking 18. Let's go.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. And he's back to the line of scrimmage. But that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9.
Mustang 19. Win. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to air this one out. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.